All right. It's like 35 degrees Fahrenheit, so slightly above freezing. It's also like 10 a.m. Saturday morning. It's probably about as warm as it's gonna get. It's been raining for 2 days here. Today's an 18 mile. I might push it to 19 or 20. We'll see how I'm feeling. 12-minute pace. I might try to push the last mile or two a little bit faster, kind of like that fast end thingy, just to work on that as well. So yeah, it's gonna be a long run. I was trying to think of routes that might be entertaining to film. There's some that I can go up further the mountain and come down, but I'm hesitant to do that this weekend. Well, because one, it's gonna make it easier, and I want some ups and downs. I want my training to be hard, which is stupid sometimes, or I feel stupid, but I think it sets me up for success better. The other thing is going up is the pavement ends on our mountain, on most of these mountains, like 1/10 of a mile up. So it's gonna be all mud running down it right now. And I'll run on sand, dirt, whatever. Mud is gonna suck. And I don't have trail shoes, so we're gonna stick to pavement. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to the second closest city, and then I'm gonna zigzag the blocks back and forth. I kind of did a little map on Plotter Route. I'll screenshot it, put it here for you, so you can kind of see. I'm just gonna zigzag though, back and forth, and I did this to see if I get the distance, and it'll get me to 18 by basically running the 4 to 5 miles to town and then zigzagging the blocks. I'll end up actually at the store, our only real grocery store, or Stacy can come pick me up. So I didn't want to run back home. I could, you know, cut it short and come back home. I'm feeling fatigue on the return trip. I've ran up these hills to our house so much in the last year that I dread it almost right now. And I find that when I'm running somewhere new or not having to worry about that, it's not as bad. Like when I did my DC run and stuff, because it was all new scenery, I hardly even noticed the run, but I dread that last 2-3 miles. Not that because I can't do it, because I've just done it so many times. It's just, at that point, I feel like I'm on a treadmill. So I'm making Stacy come pick me up in like 3 hours. In the end, I'll be like 7 miles or 6 miles away, and we can stop and get a donut. So that's the plan. It's still drizzly, so I'm wearing my windbreaker that's waterproof, so I don't take on water and get more weight. I've got Gatorade and Gatorade water because I don't have Stacy acting as an aid station for me today. I've also got some jelly beans, the Starburst jelly beans. I've got 2 servings or 40 of those for carbs or energy. They're easy to kind of eat on the go. I'm trying a honey stinger gel. I'm gonna wait, not start it right away because it's new. And I also have a different one. It's a peanut butter something. Here's a picture. Anyways, I'm gonna try that probably. I'll probably try that one before the honey. Well, maybe before the honey stinger, because it's got better macros, but still further in my run. I'm gonna I probably won't try that till I'm back at 10. And then I have my last Huma gel as well. So tried a couple of new ones on this to see if they agree with me. Better to find out today and have to scrap this run than, you know, on the day of the marathon. And I also have a Cliff Bar. So we're gonna go. I'll check in a bit. I'm 2 miles in. I'm not gonna bother to look at the times. Stacy posted them anyways. Starting on an uphill here, because of course I am. It's when I gotta talk. Realized I haven't talked goals for a bit. So goals. Goal number 3 still alive. That one's going okay. Goal number 1 is still training. Where's that goal to? Who knows? Wait. 182.4. So I'm kind of resigning to this might be my weight, at least while training. I'm still always slightly in a negative calorie deficit, or just a calorie deficit, but not enough to really be making progress. Other things, this sucks. So I did a business trip, didn't get a lot of sleep all week, like was averaging 5 to 6 hours, and then came home late Thursday night, early morning Friday meetings, and then today's Saturday. My son had a traumatic thing happen to him, very traumatic. He's okay, at least physically. Mentally not so much right now, but due to that and concern of being a parent, you know, trying to be there, supportive. So woken up by him, which I'm not complaining about, but just it's been, I think the most I've gotten a night is 6 hours. So with this run, the weather, all the gear I gotta wear, it's not doing me any favors right now. At least mentally, physically probably too. I'm struggling 2 hours, or 2 hours, 2 miles in. Like I'm not to where I'm at quitting. Just, you know, if today was a race day, no personal best, that's for sure. Somebody managed to escape here. Got his buddies over there. But of course, because I'm unknown, he's gonna probably run along this fence constantly. Oh look, it made it over. Yay! And a happy ending. I don't know if it's because the camera's wet or damp or what. It's not acting normal, so hopefully it's recording. I'm afraid I've missed a recording or two. Anyway, I'm about a little over 4 miles in now. I'm feeling okay. As I get going, you know, I'm feeling a little bit better. Haven't taken anything yet, food-wise, just been sipping on the Gatorades. So yeah, I've got anywhere between 14 to 16 miles to go. Alright, I'm at 6 miles in. I've gone around one block for these first like 4 blocks on the east side of town. They're like 0.6 miles in length before you turn around and go back. So once you get on the map, not very far from the 4 mile mark, but gaining distance just by going around the block here. So it's got some ups and downs when I'm running east, slightly uphill. Running west, slightly downhill. So I'm gonna get these 4, and then I have to start running north and south for the rest of the blocks. But because these are so long, that's how I'm doing these ones. I'm doing all right otherwise. I took the hat off because I was getting warm. It's drizzling the whole time. I might take the gloves off just because I don't know if they're adding any benefit anymore. They're wet. I might be better off without them, I don't know. Still debating it. It's not been raining hard the whole time, which is good. It's just been a constant drizzle. Raining hard a lot last night and yesterday, but today's just so far constant drizzle, which is in my favor. This actually wouldn't be that bad to run in if it was about, I don't know, 20 degrees warmer. Not a big fan of having to wear, you know, the windbreaker that's waterproof, all that stuff, but whatever. Trying to stay hydrated. When it's wet and cold, you don't, or at least I don't, feel like I'm losing the liquids. So I have to like constantly remind myself I should take a sip. Otherwise it's gonna get me eventually. But it's definitely harder because you don't feel the heat or the thirst or the sweat as much. So working on that. It's not a huge incline, it's just slightly uphill. But this is what I wanted to work on anyways, once again. I think this stuff is good for me on training. A lot of the Utah ones are downhill, but I know if I ever actually want to do anything like Chicago or Boston, it'd be cool, but I don't think I can ever qualify for that. I gotta be able to run on flat and uphill. So that's another reason why not just be driven to the, can't even see the top of the mountains today, and just run down that, is because it would be significantly easier. And even though that's probably what a lot of my marathons are gonna be like, not all of it, but a lot. Once again, doesn't do me any favors, so keep doing this. This town is about, I think it's about 400, 500 feet elevation lower than where I live. Our trees aren't blooming yet. Hey, but they're blooming down here, so that's kind of cool. Nice to see that. It's funny what 4 miles away, that drop of elevation just a little bit warmer. A lot of times in the winter, we'll get 6 inches of snow and we'll drive to town because it's kind of a store. And by the time we get to this town, it's just wet. There's no snow at all. So once again, kind of funny what that just minor elevation change can do sometimes. All right, I'm at 8 miles. I just walked for, I don't know, a small 20 yards or so while I ate some jelly beans. I guess I left my Huma gel at home. I didn't pack it. I don't want to do the new stuff at 8 miles. So I cracked into the jelly beans. I didn't eat all of them. I ate like 10. Probably have a few more here after I'm done recording. And then yeah, like I said, we'll try the new stuff at 12. But doing okay. I'm not feeling any pains or anything for the most part. Still wearing the gloves. When I ate the jelly beans, I took them off. They're cold either way. I don't know if it's better with them on or off. My hands are freezing. My core is pretty decent temperature, but my hands and fingers, they're cold. So I'll check in at 10. All right, I'm about to hit 10, or I think I just hit it right there on my watch. Average pace 11:50. Like 2 blocks down because of the back and forth across town. 8 to 10 miles to go, so halfway there. My loop is right over there. I'm not gonna run on it today, but in case you're wondering. All right, I'm at 12 miles. Time, no idea. I'm pretty freaking miserable. I'm cold. Mostly I'm cold. Starting to feel a little sore, but mostly I'm cold. And this is keeping me dry from the rain, but it's also keeping all my sweat on the inside. So that's uncomfortable too. I'm just cold and uncomfortable. I still might go to 20, which means only 8 miles max to go. Only. The heck. It takes a special type of mentality or stupidity or something. Like, not stupid, but just to subject yourself to this kind of pain or uncomfortableness. It's definitely not for everybody. There's days where I question if it's not for me. Sticking with it. I'm not quitting. I'm gonna do a freaking marathon one way or another. But anyways, either way, this is stupid. I'm tired. I am cold. I want a warm shower. And I've still got to do this for like another freaking hour at my pace. That freaking sucks. I'm maybe a little grumpy too. I'll talk to you again at 14. Alright, I'm walking while I record this one. I just barely stopped or started walking because I'm at 14 miles and I'm gonna take this gel. And I can't do it while I run, so I'm gonna talk to you guys for just a second, take this, and then start running. Told you I wasn't gonna do the park loop. I'm on the park loop. They had one of the roads closed, so I couldn't cut through, so I had to actually take this little trail to cut to the next one and cut back. So on the park loop, 14 miles. The sun has come out a little bit, which is actually very, very encouraging. Like, I can feel the temperature came up a little bit. There's a little bit of a breeze now, so it's not a lot, but I can feel some pockets of warmth, and it super helps. So I'm not as demoralized as I was 2 miles ago. Still sucks, but I'm feeling like, yeah, I'm gonna get there now. I was starting to question. Shut up, watch. So it's amazing what just a minor change in temperature and seeing a little bit of not haze can do for the morale. Anyways, I'm gonna suck this down. I'll talk to y'all at 16. Bunch of deer just in the middle of town. Only small mountain towns, y'all. I just stepped in a puddle that got my feet all wet. Just paying attention to the camera. I am 30 kilometers in, or 16 miles into the unknown. Sun's gone. Clouds are back. It's getting cold again. So slightly demoralized, but I'm trying to commit to 20. So I got 4 miles to go, or 6.5K or whatever. 4 miles to go. The gel thing I took so far, no issues. Tastes like peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which was pretty good. Actually liked it. So I'm supposed to take one every 30 minutes. Not doing that because I'm testing it, obviously. But 4 miles to go. My legs are feeling it, but oh well. I can do this, right? So what I keep saying. I'll talk to y'all at 18, hopefully. These people like Dodge. Kind of cool though. I'm at 18. It started raining again around 17 for about 5-6 minutes. Got cold, then it stopped. No sun, so it's pretty dreary. Almost there. I take one more energy gel, and then I'm gonna push through for the last two, not hard. I'm averaging like a 12:04, 12:03. The app wants me to do a 12:05, Of course, I'm now over distance because it only wanted me to do 18 and I'm doing 20. I'll see y'all at 20. 20 miles done and dusted. Stats. I think it's just over 4 miles, which means at this pace, I would probably do a marathon in just over 5. So I'm gonna have to go a little bit faster. That's obviously what I'm training, but today wasn't race pace, but I can't imagine going an extra 6 miles much faster than this anyways. So the last mile and a half, wind picked up, got cold again. Overall today was a pretty miserable run. I'm glad I was able to do 20, push 2 more. So I'm obviously feeling better than the 16-mile day. So that's a bonus, that's a good thing. I am pretty proud of myself, but Stacy's here. I'm laying on the car. She just came and found me. I have live tracking. So that's a good thing, but overall, like mentality wise, today was crap. It's cold, rainy, cold, a little bit of sun, cold, rainy, and crap. Crap. I don't know though, I guess 6 months ago if you would have said, hey, you just ran your furthest 20 miles, must not have been that much of a crap day. I guess technically I can look at the bright side. I'm not doing it right now, maybe in 10 minutes. Stay safe, keep pushing. Next week will be 19 to 21, who knows. I'll let you know then. Bye y'all.